folks, and welcome to the Left-Handed Sneutrinos, where we bring you weekly content about the fantastical world of astrophysics. I'm Leah Hays, and I'll be leading you through your journey as we try to understand today's topic. What is a planet? How do we define a planet? And what exactly happened to Pluto? All these questions and more will be answered by the Left-Handed Sneutrinos team. To begin, our chief reporters Kaitlyn Loftus and Humphries hit the field to find out what Columbia students and parkgoers alike knew about our topic in a segment we like to call the Astrofiz Challenge. Interviewees who answered our questions would win a grand prize of a Dixie cup full of our mystery liquid Astrofiz. What is in the Astrofiz? That's one question we won't answer. Let's go now to Kate to see what our reporters uncovered.
Kaitlyn Loftus here. That's right, Leah. We interviewed a wide array of folks to find out which questions still need an answering. Armed with helpful flyers, friendly smiles, and a handy-dandy Astrofiz, we hit the campus.
From our investigative reporting, we deduce that the average citizen considers the planets a list of things to memorize, rather than an astrophysical term. This became readily apparent in their great confusion over the removal of Pluto from their mental planet list.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, won't you fly with me on my way to the stars? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, 2, Neptune, and Pluto, how do you do?
Mercury, Mars, Venus.
I could maybe remember them. I had a phrase, a sentence to remember that.
Jupiter, Hera. Would you be able to name some of the planets in the solar system?
I told you!
We have Earth, obviously.
Mars, Jupiter, Venus,
Cronus.
Neptune.
Venus!
Literally, when I was younger, Pluto used to be my favorite planet, and then I was pissed when it stopped being a planet.
The poor thing.
I think it shouldn't be a planet. Size matters.
Because it's what, what's going, why?
Pluto is sort of a selected key for the working class. I think that it's time for a class revolution, and Pluto should be regicide against Jupiter.
Yeah, but I won't accept that, because if I was 5 years old, I would accept it, but not at this stage of my life.
Isn't it like a mini planet?
That's okay, yeah, size, whatever.
I want to guess it's too small, but I don't know if that's a good guess. Maybe it's fake information.
No, it's fake news, that's what it is.
That gets spread by Donald Trump.
Dwarf planet! Wow!
Wowee, Kate, those sure were some confused folks. We have a special guest speaker today to explain their side of the story. Ladies and gents, let's give it up for the one, the lonely, Pluto!
Now this is a story all about how Pluto, the planet, got kicked right out. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you why I became the dwarf despite many's despair. Oh, on my oval orbit, 17 degrees raised, the Kuiper Belt was where I spent most of my days. Telescopes discover, other like me, Eris plus Ceres and then Makemake. These couple of rocks would be planets if we could, start making trouble, form a planethood. I'm like a few other objects, astronomers got scared, they said, you're moving down a class of dwarf planet out there. They fought and argued over me, day after day they said, trying to define a planet so the cut-off wasn't great. They made up 3 rules and then they gave me my moment. Prove you're still a planet, they said, you better own it. First part, yo, this is mine, orbit around the sun, I'm doing just fine. Is this what the members of IU thinking like, this might be alright? I got really fat and my mass came near, in hydrostatic equilibrium like a little sphere. If anything, I could say that part 2 was easy, and I thought, I'm almost there yo, on to part 3Z. I failed the last 3 planet standards to me, cause I lacked dominant gravity on my orbit street. Got my designation, I'm a planet no more, forever consigned to be the dwarf you adore. Pluto.
And thank you, Pluto. Now, for all our viewers at home, I'll recap the International Astronomical Union's definition of a planet, which drew Pluto's planetary status into question, and also discuss some alternative definitions of what a planet is. The official IAU definition of a planet is a celestial body that 1 is in orbit around the Sun, 2 has sufficient mass for its self-gravity to overcome rigid body forces so that it assumes a hydrostatic equilibrium, nearly round shape, and has cleared the neighbourhood around its orbit. Now, to break that down into clearer terms, first, the object's primary orbit must be around the Sun. This distinguishes planets from moons. Even though Jupiter and Saturn each have a moon bigger than Mercury, Mercury is considered a planet, while these bodies are still moons. Second, the object must have a strong enough gravity to pull itself into a near spherical shape. This is why asteroids are not considered planets. And third, the object must be the largest and gravitationally dominant object in its orbital path. This criterion was the fatal blow for my dear Pluto's planethood. In the early 2000s, when this definition was ratified, many objects in the outer solar system of similar size and orbit to Pluto were being discovered. Pluto did not gravitationally dominate these objects, so there was no reason Pluto should be considered a planet over these other bodies. Faced with the choice of continuing to add more planets or creating a subset of dwarf planets, astronomers chose the latter. The IAU's definition of what makes a planet is very qualitative. Astronomer Jean-Luc Margot has proposed a much more quantitative definition of a planet, which gives a minimum mass at which an object becomes a planet. This minimum mass is a function of the prospective planet's star, its mass, the size of its orbit, and the age of the star. We can see this definition visually in this graph. Everything above the bold line is considered a planet, whilst everything below is not. Now, this definition is also applicable to planetary systems around other stars. Finally, we can define different subsets of planets by how an object's mass relates to radius. Looking at a plot of radius versus mass for a 2016 paper by astronomers Chen and Kipping, we can see clear shifts in the mass-radius relationship near estimated division lines of planetary subsets. Rocky planets like Earth and Mars have a different radius to mass proportionality than ice giants like Uranus and Neptune, which in turn have a different proportionality than gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn. Interestingly, we don't see any obvious distinction between rocky planets and the combined dwarf planets moon category. This could provide hope for Pluto.
Thank you, Greg. Always a pleasure. There you have it, folks. The definition of a planet is not set in stone, but there is a scientific logic behind each set of guidelines. Astronomers are not arbitrarily seeking to remove your favorite planet, and Pluto's demotion to a dwarf planet is well motivated and not fake news. Sorry, Pluto. Tune in next week to investigate the possibility of alien squids in the ocean of Saturn's moon Enceladus. Thank you again for watching the Left-Handed Sneutrinos.